Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna do more picoCTF. This time we're doing medium web challenges, and let's start with challenge called pachinko. So the description says history has failed us, but no matter. There is server source here, and there are two flags in the challenge, but the other one is very hard challenge, so I'm gonna do just the first one. So if we go to the website, we see that this is NAND simulator where you can add nodes and then connect them and stuff like that. Then you can play animation and submit circuit. And if we go to the pursuit, we send it to, we see that we send this post request to check, and there is these inputs, and if we send them to rep intruder and then brute force every input and output, select numbers and from 0 to 100, and let's look at response length. And we see that we get the flag. So the challenge was all about buzzing, and we didn't really need the source code to do that. So let's go to the next one. So the next challenge is called SSTI2. We did the first part in the first video, and the description says I made a cool website where you can announce whatever you want. I read about input sanitization, so now I remove any kind of characters that could be a problem. I heard templating is a cool and modular way to build web apps. If we go to the website, it's the same as the first part, but the exploit that we used in the first part shouldn't work here because there is sanitization. So we can go to payload all the things, try this that we used in the first one. It says stop trying to break me. So there is some filters here. If we test what characters we can't use, you would see that we can't use dots, then we can't use the square brackets, also can't use underscores. We need to avoid this. So if we go to the filter bypass section, you can see how to bypass these things. So if you look at this example, we see that to use dots, we use pipe and then attribute. To bypass underscores, we do hex encoding for each underscore. And yeah, that's basically it. You can do this manually, or you can just copy this one. This one works fine. As you can see, we get ID. So to get the flag, all we need to do is get flag instead of ID, and we get the flag. And the next challenge is eval. So the description says ABC Bank's website has a loan calculator to help its clients calculate the amount they pay if they take a loan from the bank. Unfortunately, they are using an eval function to calculate the loan. Bypassing this will give you remote code execution. Can you exploit the bank's calculator and read the flag? And if we go to the website, we see it where we can enter the formula to the eval function. And if we use the source code, there is this to-do list, and they say the developer left us a note what they were blocking. So they're blocking OS, eval, exec, bind, connect, and things like that. And also regex, so there is no hex encoding, like Unicode, URL encoding, and path traversals. So we can use Python function open to read the file, but we wouldn't be able to do this because we can't use the slash. I found this way to, instead of flag.txt with a slash, we can use ASCII numbers and then join them to create a string. So this is the example where we have the ASCII values and then joining them, and we get this string. So to get the ASCII codes, we can use this website, and we type flag.txt and we get these ASCII codes. We can copy them. Then if we go here, we can use this one. Yeah, so let's use this one. And then we change A to this array, change to this. And we need commas. And this should work. Okay, something is wrong. Oh, they should be here. And we get the flag. So today we did 3 more challenges. So I think that's enough for today, because these are not easy anymore. They're medium. I will see you in the next one.